Hi, I'm Bob. We have learned about the budget line. The points on the budget line represent the bundles of goods the consumer can afford with all her income. But we don't know which bundle is actually preferred by the consumer. The consumer's choices depend not only on her budget constraint, but also on her preferences regarding the two goods. So today, I will introduce the indifference curves. A combination of goods gives the consumer a certain level of satisfaction. We use the term preference or utility to mean the same thing. The consumer's preferences allow her to choose among different bundles of goods. We use the indifference curves to represent a consumer's preferences. Indifference curves represent all the combinations of goods that will give a consumer the same level of satisfaction or utility or preferences. For example, 3 ice cream cones and 1 bowl of noodles give me the same satisfaction as 1 ice cream cone and 2 bowls of noodles. So those two combinations of ice cream and noodles would lie on the same indifference curve for me. There are some features of the indifference curves. First, the indifference curve has nothing to do with the market prices of the goods or the consumer's income. It is about the individual's feelings and how much satisfaction the goods provide. The indifference curve reveals the consumer's willingness to trade one good for the other based on her preferences, while the budget line reflects the goods' value in the market and how one good can be traded with the other in the market. The former is about consumers' satisfaction or preferences, and the latter is about the market evaluation. Second, a higher indifference curve gives the consumer more satisfaction. The indifference curve I2 represents a higher level of utility than the indifference curve I1. There is an assumption about people's preferences. More is better. Consumers prefer more than less. For any given level of ice cream, there are more noodle bowls on the indifference curve I2 than on I1. For instance, both bundles at point A and point C have 3 ice cream cones, but point C has more noodles than point A. We assume that consumers prefer more than less, so consumers prefer a higher level of indifference curve I2 to a lower level of indifference curve I1. Third, indifference curves never cross each other. They never overlap. As shown in the graph, the combination of goods at point A is indifferent to point B since they are on the same indifference curve I1. Similarly, the bundle of goods at point C gives the consumer the same utility as the bundle of goods at point B because they are on the same indifference curve I2. If I1 and I2 intersect at point B, the bundle at point A must be indifferent to the bundle at point C. However, it is in contradiction to the assumption that more is better. Fourth, the indifference curves are downward sloping. In most cases, the consumer likes both goods. Therefore, if the quantity of one good is reduced, the quantity of the other good must increase for the consumer to be equally satisfied. For this reason, most indifference curves slope downwards. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.